that motherfucker's cool, you know?
Yeah.
It's like he comes in with his hat to the side. He got on a nice suit. He knows just the right lines to say. In fact, he's almost about to pick up Christian Bale's wife right in front of him. And that's the thing about it. It's like, man, you know, I don't mind this guy kills me as long as he's as cool as he is when he does it.
That is the kind of thing, because these guys are all going to escort him to get on the train to Yuma to get taken to jail. And Christian Bale, you know, he needs the money and he wants to do the right thing for his sons. And he's going to, I'm going to ride along with you guys and do this. But there's a point when it becomes very clear that Russell Crowe could kill every last one of them whenever he wants to. And he just doesn't do it.
Yeah,
he just goes along and smiles the whole way and never gets rattled. But you know, at any moment, he could just decide, all right, I've had enough of this.
And he even goes so far as to explain why.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what's so great. You know, what's interesting about this movie is that I honestly think we've seen the first film that will be on virtually everyone's top 10 list this year.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's definitely on mine.
I mean, as a matter of fact, I mean, when you walk out this movie, you're going to want to be Russell Crowe. You're going to want to be that guy who could, like, kill somebody in front of everyone, get away with it, and then turn right around and pick up the chick standing next to you.
Like Gladiator.
Yeah, I mean, damn, Russell Crowe, man, that's a bad motherfucker, man. He's a great actor, too.
Yes.
Christian Bale and Russell Crowe together in this movie, they bring another element to it. I mean, these are two guys who, when I heard that they were in a movie together, in a much less a Western, I was like, man, this is something I'm really excited to see. And everything that I was expecting, they brought to it.
Oh, well, but why can't we get an American guy to star in one of these Westerns?
You know what? You know what? The thing is, there was, and I'm so glad he didn't star in it. Originally, this was supposed to be a Tom Cruise movie.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Can you imagine the movie with Tom Cruise instead of Christian Bale?
No. It's funny you say that, because ever since American Psycho, I always see Christian Bale as like the heterosexual Tom Cruise.
The heterosexual, non-crazy Tom Cruise.
With acting ability.
Damn.
Hey, now come on. Tom Cruise is a great actor.
Sure.
But can
He
you
worked
imagine
great.
Tom Cruise he wouldn't have brought what Christian Bale brought.
I would totally pay up to $20 to see him at dinner theater. Yes, I would. He'd be great at that.
No, other people that were good in this movie, Ben Foster, who was
Ben Foster.
Ben Foster, who was recently seen in Alpha Dog.
Peter Fonda.
Peter Fonda, finally,
Yeah,
man.
I had given up on Peter Fonda being a good actor, and he was great in this.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many great cameos in this too. I mean, you don't even want to mention them because
Right.
they just come out of nowhere and they're great cameos. There's that brief moment of, oh, hey, he's in this movie, and then that guy's totally in character, and you totally go with it. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, man.
it's not at all like what Rob Zombie was doing, where he was just chucking cameos at people. There are those moments where you kind of get out, but it pulls you right back in because they're the perfect casting.
This feels like one of those things where a bunch of people read this script and said, look, I know I can't get the main role, but is there any way I'll really take any way to be part of this? Because the script is just that damn good.
Oh, yeah.
And if there's any girls out there listening, you know, Buzzkill or anybody, if y'all listening, this is not a chick's movie. We are getting excited over this because this is a man's movie right here.
Hold on. No, go. You are not going to call out commenters in the review. You cannot do.
Why?
Do you realize what that will start?
Good. Bring it on. I'm 310 to Yuma with this shit. I'm Guns of the Navarone. You know? Y'all come on and bring it.
I'm gonna get a call at 4 a.m. You know, the famous, he's wrapped in a blanket. These guys are assholes. They're just all jerks.
But no, man, this is the kind of movie you sit up there and you watch it while eating a steak with your hands, and then you turn around and you punch your friend in the face, and it's all good because you were feeling that manliness.
You know what? It really is a man's movie. Like as opposed to something like Die Hard, where you're like, oh, it's a man doing action. It's like, it's kind of a kiddie movie, you know, in a way it's silly. There's nothing silly about this movie. And it really is about adult man themes. Not that women can't enjoy it. I know plenty of women who will really love this movie, you know, just because they're like, Christian Bale's so hot or Russell Crowe so hot. But for a guy, you can't top this. This movie ought to be on TNT.
And if anybody ever wondered why no one wants to sit next to Korey at the screenings, I think that's why right there.
What, because I'm eating steak and punching people in the face? Right.
You did not want to be sitting next to him during 9.5 weeks is all I can say.
And I'm gonna put this at the beginning, but let me just explain what the movie is. Now, the plot of this movie is that Christian Bale, and as we all mentioned in this movie, he feels like he has something to prove, so he decides to get on his posse and take this.
He gets on what?
Man, shut up. He decides to join his posse and take this ruthless criminal, Russell Crowe, to this train station where he's going to go to a jail in Yuma, and the train leaves at 3:10, and hence we have the title 3:10 to Yuma. Of course, Russell Crowe is such a badass that he's just killing people left and right along the way.
Right, and everybody's been asking, is this a remake of the original movie?
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah, sort of. I mean, it is, but at the same time, they've changed it enough to where it's a fresh movie.
Well, the original movie takes place pretty much in the hotel room, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
right.
No, it almost all takes place in one room.
And
the
this
original.
is all the stuff that kind of leads up to that, and the stuff that happens afterwards.
It's funny because you mentioned the hotel room. There's a last scene, a climax in this movie that takes place in a hotel room. I know climax and hotel room should not be in the same sentence.
Sure they should, along with
They always are.
They should be right there with the posse.
Yeah. Okay. But there is a climax that's involving like them being stranded in a hotel room at the end, and you wonder, like, shit, how they gonna get out of this one, man?
Yeah.
There's a posse climax in the hotel room.
Yes, there is. Because if you at a ghetto theater, the people in the theater would be yelling, "I don't know how you gonna get out of this one. How this motherfucker gonna get out of this one?" So
Wait, we weren't at a ghetto theater, and I heard that. I don't know.
That's how good
it
the
was.
movie
Like
is.
some guy who was eating a steak and punching his friends in the face.
See, it brings the ghetto out of people. That's how good this movie is. No, you know what? It's a great story. It's a lot there for everybody, from great actors to a great storyline to great action sequences and a really cool shootout at the end. I mean, what can I say? Full price. I only think, is there any complaints from anybody though?
I have none. And
Yeah.
to me, this is the best movie I've seen this year so far. Definitely full price.
It's full price all around. I know it.
Yeah, not only is this the best movie I've seen this year, no question, but this is my favorite Western since Unforgiven.
You know, I would say that.
It is.
Yeah.
But come on, what do we have since Unforgiven?
No, there's
Yeah,
good
Tombstone.
stuff.
There's
There's
good
really
stuff.
good stuff in there, but the thing is this is better.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Open Range.
I thought Open Range was crap.
I know
but
you did, but
Tombstone
Open Range
was
was really
Tombstone
good.
was really good.
I think Posse featuring Mario Van Peebles is one of the greatest westerns ever made.
American Outlaws. Remember American
That was the
Outlaws?
one with
Now,
the
hey, there
introduction
was-
of Colin Farrell.
There was some other good stuff in there that nobody saw. Things like Blueberry. And,
I saw Blueberry. I own Blueberry.
Well, yeah. Oh,
Wait a minute, there's a
but
there's
you
a
know,
western
but you
called.
know what?
It's
When I
based
say
on a
nobody,
Jack
I don't mean nobody. I mean most people. I saw it and I own it. Ugh. No, nobody saw Blueberry. Nobody saw Seraphim Falls.
Wait a
You know,
minute,
these are really good westerns.
Wait a minute, there's a western called Blueberry.
There's a
based
western
on a
called
Lieutenant
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
It's based on a Mobius comic called
Oh
Blueberry.
hell, okay. I thought it was like are we talking about gay cowboys?
No.
No, we
Yeah,
already
not
had that
like the
movie.
Rawhide Kid.
Okay, like a gay cowboy called Blueberry. I mean, that's the who's gonna walk into a saloon with the name Blueberry?
A guy who rides a horse named Sparkles.
But
My
anyway,
Little Pony, the Wild West movie.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Moving right along, footloose and fancy free.
Roar.